In this video, we are going to look into the GroovyScript. So, what is a GroovyScript and why we required the GroovyScript? So, I'm taking without the GroovyScript. So, the basic thing, like using a static payload using the content modifier. Okay. To understand why we required GroovyScript. Okay. I'm saving and then deploying. So it has been successfully deployed. We'll see the content. It has been started. We'll go for the overview and we'll see that it has been completed. Okay. So this is what. Okay. Now you can see this log, but to see the payload, we need to change the log level to the trace and then only we can see. So to see the payload, first we need to go for the integration content and here log also we need to change the log trace and it is available only for 10 minutes. Okay. So now again we need to re-trigger it. So again we need to re-trigger it to see the payload. See, we go for the trace, the message content, message content. See, we need to, now we can see the payload. For this one, we need to enable the trace and again we need to redeploy it. So this is in some workaround in production. This re-triggering, reinitiating of a message should not happen. So to overcome this one, we are going to use GroovyScript. Okay. So I'm adding the GroovyScript here. Okay. Here you can see the create GroovyScript. So this is the basic data we can manipulate. Okay. So to get the body, we are using get body. Okay. To get the headers, we are using get headers. To get the properties, we need to use the properties. Now what I'm going to write, I'm going to change this whole message with, so I would like to remove this part. Okay. What I am, my purpose is to log the payload. Okay. So to log the payload, first what I would like to take, I would like to define the body. So where I'm getting the body, I'm getting the body from message dot get body. Okay, this body I am going to convert it as a string. For that one I am need to write a string as string. Okay, this would convert the body into string. Okay, next I need to get the body in the logs. Okay, so for that one we have an object called message log factory object. Using that one we need to get the we need to log the payload. Okay, message log equal to get message log. Okay, so what is that one? Message from the message one. Okay, now I got the message. Okay, now what I need to do, I need to showcase this in the logs level. So first what are we going to check? Whether the message log is null or not. If message value not equal to null. Okay, then I should go for what I need to do. I am going to fetch the payload. So message log dot say, sorry, add as attachment. I am going to take this payload as string. Okay, this is how I am going to store the payload. Okay, for this we have three parameters we need to give. One is the in what is the field name which we need to showcase. Okay, payload is a field. So what is that one? I am going to fetch body. Okay, the third one is MIME type. Okay, so MIME type I am taking as text slash plain. Okay, so this is how we are going to fetch the payload. Okay, now I'm clicking on apply whether any syntax errors are there. So we got zero errors, so zero warnings. Okay, I will go back to the message. I will save it and I will deploy. So it is successful. We'll go for the message overview. So here you can see. So here you can see there is an attachment new tab. Okay, you can compare with the previous one. Here there was no attachment. This was with the GroovyScript. With here we are populating the attachment, and this was without GroovyScript. Okay, here you can see. Okay, now we can see the payload directly without going to the trace. See, this is what we are fetching. Okay, you can go and see the trace also. See, the same payload has been captured in the attachment using GroovyScript. Okay. The next scenario would be like in the trace level, where we can see the message content, where we can see the header and properties. Okay, key values. Okay, so this we can see, but we are only capturing the payload. If you want to capture these properties, header and properties key values, so we have one more step. Okay, that we are going to add. Okay, so first I am going to take an property and message header. So this is an header. Okay, so I'm yeah, something like header value. Okay, so this is the header value and there is a key. Okay, and properties also we can take property key constant property value. Okay, so we have the header property and body. Okay, now we have already seen how to capture the body. Now we'll see how to capture the property and headers. Okay, and showcase that one. Okay, so for this one we have like first we'll go for with the static one. How to showcase this one? We have an message dot sorry, not message log dot set string property. Okay, so this is the method for the setting the property. Okay, so first should be an key name. So the property key one. Okay, so what I am going to write, I am simply giving payload as attachment. Payload as attach. Okay, this is how we are going to set the properties. Okay, I am going to apply. We have zero errors, warnings, and okay. Now I'm going to save and deploy. So it has been started. We'll go for this one. We'll see it has been successful. Now you can see the logs. We can see, but we cannot see the information of that one, the property. Basically, upon clicking on the info, it should be opening the basic properties, but due to something, it was not working. I will show with other, not the trace with another log level like debug. I'll go. Okay, so basically we can view in the info only, but it was not able to open that and redeploying it. So it has been started. We can go, we can debug. So here you can see we cannot see the message content. Okay, we go for log content. Here we can have the properties and activity. Okay, so here, so where I have written that one, see. So the property payload as attachment. So this is how we can fetch the payload and the properties. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I would like to fetch the header and the properties of that one. Okay, so here we have an header value and property value. Okay, that we are going to fetch and showcase in the properties level. Okay, so for that one, first we need to define headers equal to message dot get headers. Okay, this is the syntax for the headers, and for the property we have message dot get properties. Okay, so one is for headers, another is for properties. Okay, now we have this one. So I will copy this one same. Okay, now what we have an header key, and the name is, okay, first we have multiple that one, right? That one we need to get def header key. So this get headers will list out all the values. Okay, okay, so if you have multiple headers, it will get all the headers. So that one is headers dot get the value name of that one. What is that we have given? Header key. Okay, so this is what we have given in the content modifier. Now this one captures the value of this one, that I am going to assign here. Okay, similarly we have property def property key. Okay, it is property dot get. What is that one we have defined? Property key. Property key. Okay, this I am going to assign here to the property key. Okay, so For the time being, I will be commenting this one. Okay, so we have, I am going to what I am going the I'm going to fetch the headers and properties. Okay, since we have only defined one header and one property, I am taking the custom ones. And I am assigning to the blocks. Okay, now we'll apply any errors, no warnings. Okay, now go for GroovyScript, save, deploy. So it has been successful. Now if you go for the attachment, you can see, if you go for the debug mode and GroovyScript and content log, here you can see the header value and property, whereas these values are from coming from content modifier. Okay, now I will change this one, header from content modifier. Okay, this is a property from content modifier. Okay, property defined from content modifier. Okay, now you can see the change. So here you can see, so these are coming from the content modifier which we have customly created. So this is how the GroovyScript used for customizing anything. Okay, so we can add the property, or we can create the property, we can manipulate the data, we can transform the data. Okay, so this is used for customizing the other palette functions.